Hey you guys, Legendary Bond here today to do my very first countdown video. With the anticipation for the next Super Smash Bros. Games on the Wii U and 3DS coming out, a lot of people have been speculating what Smash Bros. Characters are going to be in the next Super Smash Bros. Games. This list today is not characters that I'm predicting to definitely be in the next games, but rather my dream list of characters I feel would be awesome if they got included. Two characters that I was going to add but decided not to were Dark Pit and Mewtwo, just for the fact that I feel that they're guaranteed in the next games. This, without further interruption, is my top 5 dream list for Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U. Out of the expansive Mario series, it's kinda strange that one character hasn't been included yet. Still don't know who I'm talking about? Well, that character is, hiding in the colossal shadows of his father, it's no other than Bowser Jr. The first game that I encountered him in was Super Mario Sunshine. With his paintbrush, he would change his form to a Shadow Mario form, and you had to spray him down in order to defeat him. Later on, in Super Mario Galaxy 2, you encounter him in his Boomsday machine, and in my opinion, hopping from cloud to cloud is one of the funnest boss battles in the entire game. In the same game, you face him in the Mega Hammer Robot, which I must say was a very challenging battle. So, various game appearances, one of the best boss soundtracks in the game. These are all the prerequisites for a great Super Smash Bros. Character. Now, here's for the tricky part, and that's making his moveset. He's able to turn into alternate forms, as we see in this video. He's a Shadow Mario. Now, for Smash Bros, I thought it would be cool if his B move would turn him into the character nearest him, copying their movesets, everything except for their B move. His B move would revert him back, along with being hit, so watch out. Think about him as an inverted version of Kirby. His B side move, he's a perfect candidate for Squirrel's withdrawal, getting him across the stage, protecting himself, and inflicting damage. His B-up would also be just like Squirtle's, except he would create a path from his paintbrush's graffiti. Final smash? It's Boomsday Machine time, where his Boomsday Machine comes out and wreaks absolute havoc on the field. Bowser Jr. will be very light and small, and smashed out at early percentages. The reason being is that his B move has a lot of potential, so he needs some type of hindrance. Besides that, I think Bowser Jr. would be a fan favorite, and among the characters, he would be one of the most unique. Metroid is one of the main Nintendo series, really lacking in characters with only Samus and Zero Suit Samus. So, that is why Rundas would be a unique choice, because of out of all the bounty hunters in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, Rundas had the most personality. Being a cocky but proud bounty hunter voiced by no other than Christopher Sabath, voice actor of Vegeta, Rundas allies Samus until being corrupted, having to fight against her. His B side would be a volley of 3 cold blasts, all having potential to freeze. Rundas' B up would create an ice path under him, and he would be able to carry himself in various positions, but just like Pit in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, once he is hit, he will fall down to his doom. B down would be an ice storm that both protects and freezes enemies around you. His B move armors him up until the point where he's hit. Rundas would be a middleweight character, and roughly the size of Samus. Rundas will have very good protective and KO potential, but be a very slow-paced character. I think Rundas would be one of the most unique selections for the games just because no one would see him, and I think Rundas would have very great potential in team battles. Similar to the Metroid series, Earthbound faces the exact same problem, and that's not enough characters. It's such a shame with such a great game and so many characters in it. Although he was a boss in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, for various reasons, Porky would be a great contender for this game. My first reason is that Earthbound and Super Smash Bros. Should have a villain. This would make it feel more like a complete video game series. My second reason is that Super Smash Bros. Is lacking on the villain department. My final reason is that Porky is a staple in the Earthbound series. He's usually the last boss or close to the last boss and controls the plot of the entire game. Porky would shred the competition with the robotic enhancements he's been seen to use throughout the Earthbound series. This picture here that I found on Google accurately describes how Porky should play in the next Smash Bros. Games. His B-up would be similar to Olimar's from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It would extend his spider-like claws, and if you get hit with the tip of it, it will Meteor Mash. His B-down would be the PSI counter device. This would protect him from any projectiles but leave him vulnerable to attacks. Porky's B-side would be a barrage of his claws attacking the enemies similar to the boss battles in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This would do consistent rack-up damage. Porky would be a very heavy character, and this would harm him in getting back to the stage. But besides that, his smash attacks would be very strong, and he would have a lot of damage-consistent moves like Snake. Watch out for this brutality. My second pick for this countdown is no other than the Keyblade Master himself, Sora. Look, I can understand what's going on through most of your heads right now.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
In all honesty though, it might not be so far-fetched of Sora getting into the next Super Smash Bros. Games. I mean, Kingdom Hearts already had 4 different Nintendo titles that came out. There was Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance, on the Nintendo DS 358 over 2 days, also on the DS, Recoded, and finally on the Nintendo 3DS Dream Drop Distance, which was an amazing game. With Kingdom Hearts 3 soon to come out, this is the first time ever that PS4 and Xbox One will feature a Kingdom Hearts game. Now, if Sora were to make it into the next Super Smash Bros. Games, he would be on all 3 4th-gen consoles. Square Enix was able to make a Sony exclusive now be playable for Xbox, so I don't think it's really that crazy that he would be in the next Smash Bros. Games. I could definitely see Dream Drop Distance Sora making an appearance in Super Smash Bros. Dream Drop Distance offers so many viable stages that could be used in the next Super Smash Bros. Games. And obviously there would be 3DS stages, not Wii U stages. Sora's B-side would be Thunder Dash to help him get around and attack enemies. His running animation would be Flow Motion, a directed fast-paced slide. His B-up would have him throw his Keyblade up, and then he would go to catch his Keyblade. His B-down would be Firaga Burst, sending out a volley of a bunch of fireballs. His B would be Strike Raid, where he throws out his Keyblade and catches it various amounts of times. The way that Sora would play would be on the lines of somewhere between Mario and Pit, well balanced and very versatile. And now for the moment that you've all been waiting for, my number 1 pick. Before we get there though, let's just do a quick runback of the other contenders. At number 5, the mischievous Bowser Jr. At number 4, we got the other bounty hunter, Rundas. At number 3, we have the malign Porky. At number 2, we have the Keyblade Master himself, Sora.
Roy's our boy! 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 Roy's our boy!
If you haven't told by now, Roy is certainly my boy. He is my all-time favorite Super Smash Bros. Character, and my personal best played as character throughout the series. Both a file name and a victory theme were found in Super Smash Bros. Brawl for Roy, but due to time constraints, Sakurai didn't include him into the game. Also, with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Sakurai was kind of forced into making the game on such a short notice, so it was very hard to add extra characters such as Roy. With the new Super Smash Bros. Games coming out, this leaves a blank slate open, and Roy may be a possibility in these next games. After all, Roy was a DLC in the Fire Emblem Awakening game for the 3DS. The main difference Roy would have would be instead of using one blade, he will now dual wield. He will somewhat be similar to Pit, but not exactly. People complain that he is a clone of Marth, which I could see being plausible in some ways, so to make a different moveset, take his moveset from melee and make each move a 2 sword strike. For example, make his first sword slash do 9% but barely move the opponent, and his second sword slash do 3% but make the opponent go farther than the first. Or his B-up can now be 2 moves. It could be a mini version of each B-up, doing half damage and having half the height. Roy's final smash would be called Gold Line. The final smash would start off just like Marth's Dolphin Slash, and end off with a fiery explosion. Roy would be a middleweight character, leaning more to the heavy side. His moves would be strong and swift, but they're going to take full mastery due to his new playstyle in the next games. Well, thank you for watching my top 5 countdown. I greatly appreciate the views. If you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you didn't, sound off in the comments. Feedback is always welcome. This has been the Legendary Bonj. Peace!